So welcome to today's class. Just like I've said, so we're going to learn the articles, then thereafter we'll follow it with the nouns, so that when I talk about, for example, when I say the apartment, an apartment, to understand from where we've come from, remember we have got the indefinite articles. So we are going to understand when do you use the indefinite articles, when do you use the definite articles, and what's supposed to determine whether you're going to use the masculine or feminine. Because when you talk about the articles, again, they are determinants, which of course are classified in terms of gender, masculine and feminine. So without much ado, I'm going to share my screen so that you can what I mean. So these are the articles. So you can see les articles. So there are 4 types of articles, namely, so l'article indéfini, l'article indéfini, that is what refers to indefinite article, which is equivalent in English a and an. Remember we use before the vowel, like you say, an apartment, an organization, okay? So we want to know the equivalent of that in French. Then we have got called definite, which translates to the. Yeah. Do you know the boy? Do you know the boy? Do you know the boy? So meaning the boy you are referring to, the house you are referring to, the car you are referring to, the person you're referring to, this person is known. You get it?
Yeah.
The car is known. Unknown is definite, known definite, meaning defined, undefined, defined, okay? There is also the last 2, which you are going to learn later on, of course, during this semester. That is the l'article partitive. So partitive, part of, it comes from the word part of, partitive, part of something, someone, okay?
Yeah.
Moti, you see, it is not quantified. Not you are not saying a half a liter, 2 liters. Okay, yes. So that is also referring to indefinite quantity. Okay. Then we have the last one is l'article contracted articles, which is also formed by a preposition and article. So the last 2, the partitive articles and contracted articles are found by a combination of a preposition and the definite articles, not indefinite, okay? So understand how we arrive at that. So the first type of article we want to talk about is l'article indéfini. Maybe I just give you time to write them down.
Yeah, okay. Let me write them down. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Once you're done, let me know.
Okay. Mwalimu, I'm done.
Okay. So as you can see, have you done that table?
Yes, I've drawn that table.
Okay, so when you talk about the indefinite articles, so indefinite articles refers to noun which are sort of unknown, undefined. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it can be anything or any person. When you say,
Mm-hmm.
on my way to school, I met a lady. I met a lady. It can be the lady you are referring to. It is unknown even to you yourself. Okay. But when you say, now I met the lady, the person you are speaking to must know the person you are referring to. Okay.
Yeah.
In a story, when you say there lived a man called so and so, now after that, you're introducing from unknown to the known now, okay? Now when you say, one long time ago, there lived a man called so and so. Now after introducing this man, now you move from the indefinite to definite. When you say the man, you see? You see that. So that is what we call now the indefinite articles. Now, remember, articles are determinants. They accompany the noun. Remember, after this, you're supposed to talk about nouns and gender. And that's why it's important for you to understand this article first, especially the definite and the indefinite articles, okay? Now, when the object or the noun you are referring to is masculine, then we use the UN. Remember the nasal vowel? UN is as just like the word umbrella, okay? So we say so for example, now you say apartment. So apartment, you're going to understand what's the gender of apartment, what's the gender of hotel. Now hotel is masculine, so we say an hotel. You see that? An hotel. But now when you're referring to, for example, you are referring to a house. A house is maison. M-A-I-S-O-N, maison. So we say une maison, une maison. So we can say un étudiant, a student, but we can also say une étudiante, that is a student who is what? Female. Une étudiante with E at the end, un étudiant without E at the end. Okay? Or as well, you can say un collège, okay? Un collège, but we say une école. École is school, okay? So you see, that is, you are going to understand later on. Why am I saying une maison and why am I saying un appartement, okay? Meaning that the noun is what is going to determine whether you're supposed to use un or une. So that is very important for you to understand. Then thereafter, we have got the masculine and feminine plural, okay? So you can see masculine and feminine plural, we have both masculine and feminine sharing the plural. So un becomes de, une also becomes de. So the feminine and masculine plural is the same, de. De is, when, remember, you're using de when the noun is in plural form. Again, you're going to understand by the end of this lesson what should guide you to know whether the noun is singular or in plural form. How do you determine that the noun is plural form? Or how do you make a singular noun, whether masculine or feminine, to plural form? Just like in English, we say buses. We say a car, we say cars, okay? We say a house, houses. So we are going also to learn about the same. How do we arrive at that in French, from singular to plural and vice versa, okay? So you can see, can you try read those?
Un bateau.
Un bateau. So you see bateau is masculine. So that tells you already that nouns ending in EAU are what? Are masculine. You see that? Nouns ending in, so we are going to, by the way, we are just going to study the endings which are supposed to help you determine the gender of nouns. So we have got the regular and the irregular ones. So you're going to understand that. So we say bateau. So I've given you now examples. How do you use now the as masculine? Okay. So in this case, remember the article is placed before the noun, okay? Not after, before the noun. Because they are Bateau is a boat. So we say a boat. So you cannot say une bateau because bateau is masculine. So remember I told you that it is the noun which determines the gender of what? The gender of noun. Okay? So if the noun in question is masculine, you can only use the masculine determinant. So in this case, we use what? We are talking about the indefinite articles. Therefore, you can only use what? Un. So we say un bateau. Okay, next. Read that.
Un homme.
An homme. H is silent. An homme. Homme is man. Okay, a man.
Oh,
An
man.
homme. An homme. Okay.
An
Yes.
homme.
An homme.
Okay.
Yes. Next.
Un garçon.
Un garçon. That word is supposed to be written like this. Let me just make myself clear on that. It is written like this. You see? That's how it's supposed to be written. Un garçon. That's C. Remember the only consonant with an accent under it. So we say un garçon. Un garçon. Just to make it, because without that accent, it's read as letter K. So for it to have that S sound, it must have that accent under it. So we say un garçon. Okay?
Un garçon.
Garçon is a boy. Garçon is a boy. Boy. So we say un garçon. Boy. Okay? Next.
An orange. Orange.
You remember the nasal sound?
An orange.
And produce which sound? Refer.
Okay, let me see.
You gotten it?
Just hold on. Yeah.
Okay.
Mwalimu, is it on? On.
Sorry?
On? O-N?
O-N produce the sound on. Remember the
On.
A-N and E-N, like for egg. E for egg. Eh? So A-N and E-N produce the sound on. Remember? So that's why we are saying, we say this one, we say orange. 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 Okay?
Orange.
So we say an orange. You slur that because the N is slurred. N is linked with the letter O. Remember? So we say an orange, not a orange, an orange. Okay?
An orange.
Orange is the orange. Orange is the same thing. Eh? Orange in French we pronounce it as orange. Okay? The orange color, the orange fruit. Okay? Yes. So we say orange. Okay?
Orange.
Next.
En garage.
En garage. En garage. Good. Next.
En bus.
En bus. Correct. Next, remember the nasal sound. A-I-N. Lava, dauphin, singe.
Entrain.
Good. Entrain. Entrain, train. Entrain. So, entrain. So, someone tells you entrain pour Paris. A train to Paris. Okay? Yes. Entrain. Okay? So, entrain, that is the train. Then the last one there.
An apartment.
You see what I've
Yeah. Apartment.
Just like we read the word orange.
Apartment.
Yes. So we say an apartment, an apartment. So for example, when we learn verbs, because you are going to study verbs this semester. So for example, say, je cherche un appartement. I'm looking for an apartment. Okay. Je suis dans mon appartement. So apartment is apartment or flat. Okay. A flat. Okay. A flat. So a flat. So that is what we call apartment. You see a flat, those buildings. Normally, you find that they carry so many people, especially in some estates. Okay. So apartment. So a flat. Okay. So an apartment. So that is an apartment or a flat. Okay. So these are masculine nouns. You need to write them down.
Okay, yeah, sure, please. Let me write them down. Let me write. I will write the masculine nouns, all of them. Just hold on.
Yeah, those one masculine nouns. So write the masculine nouns so that we move to feminine nouns.
Yeah. Malimu, I'm done.
Okay, good.
But
So feminine nouns. So we use yun. Okay, yun. Just like a lady, a girl, a daughter. You know, a grandmother. So we say yun. Okay. So yun is used before a feminine noun, which is what? Singular, okay? So try read those examples.
Yundam.
Good, yundam, a lady. Dam is lady, so a lady. Okay, yundam. Next.
Yunfem.
Now that almost there. That's encouraging. But you see, the word, that word is unique. We say femme, femme. Femme is
Oh,
a woman, femme is wife. Okay?
oh,
So like now
mm,
you tell me, je suis avec ma femme à la maison. I'm with my wife at home, in the house. You see?
mm,
Yes. So femme is a woman, and we say
mm.
that for you to be a wife, you must be a woman. That is in the scriptures, right?
Yeah.
Good. Next.
Un fil.
Now, first, how do you pronounce this?
Une.
Yun. Now, you
Une.
see, I had highlighted I-double-L-E, eh?
Yeah.
I-double-L. So I-double-L, remember when we were talking about pronunciation, I did mention that I-double-L, when an I is followed by double L, the sound is Y and Y is A. Y is E. E for ink. So we say fee. Fee. Okay?
Ah, fille.
Fee. So
Fille.
fee is a girl, fee is a daughter. You see that? Fee is a girl, fee is a daughter. So it's a word which has got more than one meaning, just like the word farm, okay? So we say une fille, a girl or a daughter. Next.
Une fille. Oh, une fille. Une organization.
Almost there. Remember the story about letter R? Orga. Then this is E. This is E for ink.
Organization.
Good. Then the T-I-O-N. Remember I told you about words ending with T-I-O-N, S-I-O-N. Eh? So words ending with T-I-O-N or T-I-O-N, T-I-O-N, S-I-O-N, produce the sound like that, Sion, okay? Sion, you nasalize the N, Sion, Sion. So we say organisation, okay?
Organisation.
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 Organisation. You have words like, you have the word like that. Remember that we did last week?
Salutation.
Salutation. Nation, salutation. We say a word like this. Decision. Sorry. Decision. Okay? We have words like that. Solution. Okay?
Solution.
Yes. So any words ending with T-I-O-N, S-I-O-N, the sound is sion. Nation. Salutation. Décision.
Solution.
Yes.
Sion.
Sion.
No.
Okay?
Everything
Yeah.
T-I-O-N is sion. Decision.
Salutation. You see, you can even add more here. You can talk of realization. Okay?
Realization.
With S. Realization. So that is how you go about that, okay?
Mm.
In terms of pronunciation, very important.
Mm.
Continue. So une organisation is an organization, okay?
Une école.
Une,
Une école.
E or A?
École.
It is A, école.
École.
Une
École.
école. École is school, okay?
Une
Primary, secondary, so école, okay? Une école.
Une vie.
Now, this one is a unique one. I know what you are trying to apply, what I'd explained earlier here, but this is a noun. It is read as ville. Ville is a city. Ville is a city. Ville is a town. So, for example, you tell someone, je suis au Japon. Then I ask you, quelle ville? Which city? You see? Quelle ville? So, ville is a city. Ville is a town. For example, you want to say, I'm going to town. I am in town, you know, etc. So ville is a city or town, okay? Next.
Une télévision.
Very good. That word, it is, the correct writing is this. It must have those actions. That's how it's supposed to be written. Une télévision. Letter E. Une télévision. Une télévision is a television. Okay? Une television. You know the word vision is to see. A vision. Yeah. So television. So that is TV. Okay?
Une télévision.
Une télévision. Next.
Une radio.
Une radio. That is a radio. Radio is feminine, so we say une radio. So for example, you say, j'écoute une radio. I'm listening to a radio. Okay? Good. So I will also invite you to write them down.
Yeah.
Remember this word, the way it's supposed to be written. There is a cute accent on letter E, and then letter E after letter, just like I showed you this side, okay?
Yeah. Okay. You let me write in television. Okay.
You can start with that.
Okay. In television. Okay. That is the correct.
Yes.
Right. Okay. Let me write. Une mademoiselle. Une mademoiselle.
Yes, that is correct.
Une fille. Not une fille. Fille. Une fille. Une fille. Oh, okay. Une fille. Une fille. Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi. Why? How do they pronounce Wi-Fi? Organization.
Now you see the word Wi-Fi in French is read as Wi-Fi.
Wi-Fi.
Yes, in French we say l'internet Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi.
A call. Une ville. Television. Okay, that.
Done?
Yes, plural form.
Now the plural form is now very simple. You want to see how, you know, the plural form, you'll find most of them are ending with letter S. Okay. Yeah. So the singular, you add letter S. So when a noun ends with letter S, we are going to see other forms of endings, which will help you to understand whether the noun is plural or singular. Okay. But we say that when the noun already ends with letter S, like when you say bus, if I may take you back. Bus already ends with letter S, so it remains identical in the plural form. You cannot add another S, okay? So you're going to see under the gender of nouns, the rule which is applicable on various nouns, how they form their plural forms, okay? Yes, so we say now, you see this S and A, you slur that. So we say des appartements, okay? Des appartements, that means apartments. We say the bus, buses, the trains, the ville, cities, towns, the farm, that is now ladies, wives or women, okay? Now, des étudiants, this one also use là, des étudiants, students, okay? Yes, so kindly just write them down.
Okay. Yeah, that's very good. Let me write down plural. This. So you can't just pronounce like this is this. You have to, S has to come out.
You see S, the reason why S is coming out, you see the rule. When we're talking about the pronunciation, you remember when you were told that there's what we call liaison, slurring of words. Like you cannot say a apartment, we say an apartment, Anna. You say that, an apartment, an apartment in English, huh? An apartment, an organization. So you cannot say an, then you pause organization, an organization. Like you make it like sound like one word, but you see, because of the article ending with the S in the plural form, and then now the noun begins with a vowel, you slur that. So if like letter S, when letter S is followed by a vowel, the sound becomes that's we say the. If at all, that's why we say the bus. Here, you see here S is silent. The second one. But here S is coming out because of this vowel. So you slide. Let me explain. So we have, for example, we say, we say there's a call, schools. So this, where does that, there's a come from? So we have this, what we call liaison. So you see S, S and E. That. You slur that. You link. So we say the call. You see the word is a call there, then a call. But now the S and E you slur. So we say there's a call. There's a call.
There's a call.
Not the call. You see how they call.
Yeah.
The call. Okay, it's making sense, but the correct way you're supposed to pronounce it, there's a call. Okay?
There's a call. Okay.
There's a call. Okay?
There's a call. There's a call.
So that's what
just
we
like
call
one word. There's a call. Okay. Okay.
So that's what we say there's apartment, flats or apartments. Okay?
There's for me. There's for me. Des étudiants. étudiant.
Good, yeah, des étudiants. You cannot say, just like even with the UN, let me just show you. Even with the UN, we said un étudiant, not un étudiant. There's no pause, there's no break, there's not, you don't separate the two, okay? You see that? The same, even with the singer, you see un étudiant, not un étudiant. There's no break here. No break between N and E. So you say un étudiant, you slur that, okay?
Un étudiant.
Un étudiant, not un étudiant. Un étudiant. You slur that, what we call again, liaison. Linking of words, slurring of words. When the terminal is followed by a vowel, a noun beginning the vowel, you slur that, you link, you joint, like you joint them, okay? So we say un étudiant. Un étudiant, une étudiante. Un étudiant. Good. You're done?
Yes.
Now, please remember, we have just learned the indefinite articles. So the same nouns from indefinite to definite. Okay?
Indefinite, the article definite.
So l'article défini. This is what translates to the. Okay? In English. Okay?
Okay.
The. So remember we said the indefinite article masculine is indefinite article masculine. What did we say? The indefinite article masculine.
Indefinite masculine. Un and an. Un and an.
Indefinite masculine. Masculine is un. Okay. Feminine is une. Plural is de.
Yes.
De. Okay. Now we are talking about the definite article. So definite article as per that table, masculine singular is read as, how do you read that? L-E.
Le.
And the last one?
Le.
So how do you read the first one? Are they supposed to pronounce the same?
Wow. Le. Less.
That one, L-E, the masculine article, in this case read as le. Yes, not lo, not L-O. Say le. Okay? Le, yes. Then feminine we say masculine, feminine singular we say la. Okay?
So
then the plural is now read as le. Now remember, the indefinite articles we use le, we use a. Now the definite we use what? Le. So when you say, for example, we're saying un garçon. So how do you say the boy?
Le garçon.
I hope you are getting me now. We said une femme. Now we say.
Now we say le.
Une femme, feminine. So that is indefinite, definite. We use la.
La. So singular, is this correct? La. Feminine, yes. Singular.
Feminine singular with definite article is la. Okay?
La.
Yeah, so we say la femme. Huh? Then the plural form, we say les, we say les femmes, we say les garçons. Okay?
Les garçons.
Les garçons. Okay? Now, this is, I want you to note this. You can see I've written it in bold, okay? Note, le and la become what? L with apostrophe before a noun beginning with the vowel or silent H. Please note that. Actually, I want to write that, have that table.
Yeah, let me write this table. Feminine, singular, feminine.
I always encourage students to write because, you know, when those notes, as much as I've posted them on the portal, it is good to write because me, I always believe as you write, you also learn. But again, you know, technology sometimes can fail you. So you can imagine if you're not in a position to access the portal and you didn't have those notes prior. So you see, that's now when you have to seek refuge on your notes. Huh?
That's true.
Yeah, so that is very important. So I always encourage students to take notes.
So masculine singular is pronounced as lu, 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 lu. Okay, le, lu and le become and become L with apostrophe before beginning. Or silent.
So what you really need to remember there is that the masculine singular and feminine singular is reduced to L apostrophe on one condition. The noun is beginning with a vowel or silent H, okay? Yes, because you know, remember these are the determinants, so they have to change to fit the noun. The noun cannot change, eh? The determinant is what's supposed to change, okay? Just like in English, the what I can relate with that when we say a hotel, but we say an apartment. You cannot say an apartment. You see that?
Yeah.
Yeah, we say an apartment because the word apartment begins the vowel, and that's why a must change to an. Okay. So as you are going to see in the examples there, are you done?
Just on the final one, apartment. No, apartment. Okay. Lead to. The étudiant.
Where are you?
Escargot. Escargot.
Okay.
Then.
So here I've mixed the masculine and the feminine, the vowel, okay? Sorry. But I'm going to explain to you.
L'organisation. La femme. Okay. Okay. Lu. Okay. Mwalimu.
Yes.
Okay. I've written down.
Up to la television.
Yeah. The television.
So let us practice reading, pronunciation.
Okay.
So how do you read the first one?
Le bateau.
Le bateau, good. So remember we had said un bateau. Remember with the articles, which are when you're talking about the indefinite articles, we said un bateau, right? Now from un bateau, that was masculine, so that is with the indefinite articles. But now with the definite articles, we say le bateau, a boat, the boat. You see that? Un bateau is a boat. Le bateau is the boat. Okay.
The boat. Le bateau. Yeah. Le bus.
So you just have to know how you change from just to say a man, the man, a girl, the girl, and then girls, a girl, the girl, girls, a boy, the boy, boys. You see that? So boys, both definite and indefinite. If it is indefinite, we say de garçon. Okay. If it is definite, we say les garçons, les. So it's just a matter of, playing your cards right. The most important thing is knowing what are the definite articles, what are the indefinite articles. Remember, we are going to learn the gender of nouns. So from there, you choose the right article, whether it is indefinite or definite. Once you know how to identify the gender, which you are going to know, you're going to understand why are we saying le bateau, not la bateau. Okay? Why are we saying le bus, not la bus? Okay? Why are we saying le cadeau? But now you can see the relationship here. The first one, bateau, cadeau, and bureau. All of them have got the same endings, right?
Yeah.
And you can see all of them are what? Are masculine. So you're going to understand that in a short while, why or what should guide you to tell whether a noun is masculine or feminine, okay? So we say le bateau, we say le bus, we say le cadeau, we say le bureau. Pick it from there.
Le appartement.
Now remove L apostrophe. How do you read that word alone? The noun without the article.
L'appartement.
Appartement. So the L takes the sound of letter A. So how will you read it with the article?
Appartement.
So we say l'appartement, appartement. Letter R must come out. Huh?
L'appartement.
Yeah, l'appartement. So the apartment or the flat. Huh? So the sound, you see, and remember I told you, le et la, normally we were supposed to say le appartement because we say appartement is masculine, right? But here we are using L apostrophe because it begins with what? With a vowel. Okay? Remember, we were told here, I've told you, le and la, okay, become L apostrophe when the noun begins with a vowel or silent H. Remember, I didn't say lo, la, le, only the singular, okay? So if the noun is singular with the definite articles, if the noun is singular, whether masculine or feminine, the lo and la are reduced to L apostrophe, what we call elision. Elision is separation of a vowel, separation of a vowel, and that only happens to the determinant, not the nouns. A noun cannot lose its vowel because if, for example, this noun, I remove letter R, it's no longer the same. Just like if your name begins with a vowel, if the vowel which is part of your name is removed, it's no longer your name. So the noun remains intact. What's supposed to change to fit the noun is what? Is the determinant. And that's why here we are told le et la become L apostrophe when the noun in question begins with a vowel or silent H. Okay? Understood?
So in this case now, I pronounce this as l'appartement.
Yes, l'appartement.
L'appartement.
Because
Because
l'appartement.
it starts with the vowel A, right?
Yes, yes, exactly. Exactly. Let me give you another one. Let me
Yeah.
give you another one. How will you read that?
L'école.
Exactly. So the L, it followed the sound of that vowel. You see the sound of that vowel, it is A. So we say l'école. That
L'homme.
Lomo, Omo is Omo. So silent H is silent, remember? So the vowel after letter H is letter O. So how will you read that?
L'homme.
Lom, good. Lom is mankind. Mankind, man or mankind. Okay.
L'homme is mankind. Oh. L'homme.
Can you read that statement?
Dieu a créé l'homme dans son image.
Son
Son image.
fair enough. 80%.
Son image. Son image.
Exactly. You see what I've done?
Yes.
Yeah, my work is just to help you and then get it right.
Dieu a créé l'homme dans son image.
L'homme. Dieu a créé l'homme dans son image. God created mankind or man in his image.
Okay, read it again, Mwalimu. One more. Dieu a créé.
Dieu a créé. You see, a créé.
A créé. Okay.
Dieu a créé, to create,
Yeah.
Dieu a créé l'homme. See, this word is l'homme. H is silent. So Dieu a créé l'homme dans son image.
Dans son image. Dieu a créé.
Try that statement.
Je parle avec un touriste François. Touriste François. Touriste.
OU is?
Touriste. Je parle avec un touriste François.
You see that word? Let me also do this.
François.
The sound of letter A-E is?
Français.
So we say?
Français.
Say, yes, correct, but also not AN. Remember the word France.
Français.
Exactly. So this word is just like the way we read we pronounce letter LE as le. Remember? Le. So this word is also pronounced as je. Okay? Not je. Je. Je parle avec un touriste français.
Français.
Yeah.
Je parle avec
French tourist.
Je parle avec un touriste français.
Yes.
Okay, Mwadim, allow me to write these two sentences, which are very good.
Okay.
Je parle touriste François. This Mwadim, another question for you. Okay. You give me some example. Le bateau, le bus, le cadeau. Okay, so you explained, you see, another C with, something at the bottom should be read as sa. Otherwise, this one is ka.
Read S, huh?
Yeah.
Let me show you.
Yeah.
Let me show you that. La prononciation.
Very interesting.
We talked about this document. Are you familiar with it?
Yes, yes.
So I want to take you through something here. This part here. French. You see French consonant. Huh? This part is very important. So you see EX plus a vowel is read as exa. So we say examen. You see that? Exercise. Exercise. This document is in the portal. I want you to take your time and go through it. It is very, very important. And again, you can see EX plus a consonant is X, not X. So we say exceptional, just exceptional. You see, expression in English, but now in French you say expression. Remember I told you words ending in S-I-O-N is what? Sion. Expression. So the first two, meaning letter EX followed by a vowel, when X is followed by a vowel, EX plus a vowel is X. So we say examen. You see that? Examen, not exa. So X, eggs. You see what brings the difference? A vowel, a consonant. Okay? Then, remember when I used to tell you CH, so we have got the Latin origin and then the Greek origin, okay? So we have CH Latin. So these words, you have to know them. So we say architect. That's architect, okay? So we then archive, archive. In French, we say archive. But these two words, you should master them. The CH sound K. So we say orchestre, not orchestre, orchestre, okay? Then we say archaeology. You see that again?
Yeah.
Archaeology. Then we have this part is very important. This part I'm showing you. So you see the TI followed by a vowel, except acute accent. Remember this acute accent? The sound is C. Like the word, we have the word like we say democracy. Democracy. You see this word? This one here, we are told when letter Ti is followed by letter Ti, then it will say C. So democracy. Democracy. You see, like here, democracy, we say nation. The sound is S, sort of. C. So democracy, then nation. We are talking about what's ending with T-I-O-N, okay? Now, what you are asking me, when will you know that letter C, this part here, when will you know letter C is the sound K and is the sound S? It is well explained. There are two vowels, actually three. When letter C is followed by letter E, letter I, letter Y, remember letter E and letter Y, letter I and letter Y are the same, eh? And then when it has that accent under it, you see what you are asking me?
Yeah.
The sound becomes what? S. The sound becomes S. But if letter C is followed by either letter A, letter O, letter U, the sound is what? K. Now, let me help you understand. When you have a word like this, how do you read it?
Kado.
The reason why it is ka, remember this letter we pronounce is under the alphabet as what? As say. Now, why is it kado? Why is it kado? That is what I want you to understand. When someone asks, why are we not saying sado, but kado? This is letter A. Now you see the rule.
Yeah.
Letter C for letter I is letter, but when will it be? When will it be sa? So when, for example, when I write this, you see the difference?
Sado, sa.
Sa, because this one has got the accent under it. So it has to be the sound what? S.
Sa.
You see that?
Sa.
Yeah, so that's the rule. But that's the rule. So S and K, we have got the two vowels E and I, then the other vowels make the sound letter K, okay? That is why the word garçon must have that accent under letter C. Boy, you see that? It has to be written like that, because by the moment you write it like this, this one is supposed to be read as garcon. You get me? This one is supposed to be read as garcon. So for it to be garçon, we say normally when letter C follows letter O, the sound, the C takes what? Takes the CD, we call it CD under A to create a smooth S sound. That's why I was correcting. Remember when we were talking about the indefinite articles, I did correct this, okay? I said that the correct way you're supposed to write is what? It's with that C with the accent under it, okay? So we say garçon. So those are the rules that you need to remember. Same to letter G. You see that? Letter G can be the sound ga, can be the sound je. So when we say letter G for letter E, letter I, just like this, in fact, I always relate this, you see that? And this. So here we say, like these words are read as genu, read as G jambre.
Jambe.
Yes, but when letter G is followed by letter R, that's we say what? Garage. Remember the word garage?
Yeah.
Let me use that to explain myself. We have the word garage. I want to make it clear here. So this one is the sound ga. That part is the sound what? Ga. But this one is the sound J. J. Remember this letter we pronounce as letter J. Under the alphabet, we say it is what? We say it is J. Then letter J is letter G. Okay? So we say garage. You see, garage. Not garage. Okay? Yes. So I want you to go through that document. It will help you a lot when it comes to pronunciation. Again, it's very important. Okay?
Yeah, that's very clear.
Yes. It's well explained. The good thing is explained even in English what is expected. So I invite you to go through it. It will help you. It will help you a lot. Okay? That's clear?
That's very clear.
Good. So we say le bateau, le bus, le cadeau, le bureau, l'appartement, l'escargot. Escargot is snail, so we use L apostrophe, it is masculine, but we use L apostrophe because it begins with what? It begins with a vowel. Same to étudiant, étudiant, so we say l'étudiant, the student. L'organisation is feminine, it begins with a vowel, so we say L apostrophe. Then we say les étudiants. Now this one again use la, just like I'd explained earlier, les étudiants. We don't say les étudiants, we say les étudiants, okay? Students, les étudiants. Then we say les appartements. Les appartements, apartments or flats, okay? Pick it from there. Pronunciation, reading.
Les étudiants.
Yeah.
Les appartements.
Good.
Les bateaux.
Yeah, le bateau. You can see bateau, the singular was ending with U. So I've added letter X. So you are going to understand that under the formation of plural. Huh? Next.
Les sociaux.
Okay. How do you that word? OI is?
OI is. Ooh. Les sociaux.
Toi, moi, soi, loi.
Ah. Oui. Les sociaux.
Now you see, read it. Try to read it without the article. It is read as wazo. Wazo. Birds. So we say les oies, les oiseaux. S vowel Z. So we say les oiseaux.
Les oiseaux.
Yes, les oiseaux.
Les oiseaux. What is this? Les oiseaux.
The oiseau is bird. So with X, it means it's also birds. Birds. The birds. Yes. So les oiseaux. So les oiseaux means birds. Yeah?
So, les maisons.
A is?
Is
compound vowels.
Compound vowels. The maçon. Ma? Ah.
Check the compound vowels.
Oh. Les maisons.
Exactly.
Mm.
Les maisons.
Les maisons.
Houses. Maison is a house. Maison is house. So les maisons, houses. Okay. Next one.
Les femmes. Les femmes.
Les femmes. Femmes.
Les femmes.
Yeah, that is now women. But la femme is woman. Okay.
La femme.
Les
Women. Woman.
La femme. Then we say la dame. La dame.
La tante.
Then I'll do the next one.
La tante.
La
tante.
Very good. La tante. La tante. Okay. La tante. Tante. Then we say la télévision. Okay. La télévision. Any question as far as the nouns and gender?
La tante.
Yes,
who is la tante?
La tante is aunt. Aunt, just the uncle, the aunt. So, for example, I want to say I'm staying with my aunt. I'm going to visit my aunt. So, tante is aunt. Huh? Good. So that marks the end of definite and indefinite articles, unless you have a question.
Okay. Masculine singular is lieu. Feminine singular law. Masculine feminine plural is le.
Yes.
Le and la become le before noun begins with a vowel or silent H. Persuasion. Okay. Persuasion. But persuasion. Marim, I think I understood, so it's for me to go through my notes again and practice.
Through your notes, you interrogate your notes and show place. Yeah, through practice, you learn to think. One thing you should know, the differences between the definite and indefinite articles. A is masculine indefinite, le is masculine definite, un is feminine indefinite, la is feminine definite. Then the plural form, de indefinite, le definite. Another point you need to take home is this, that le et la is reduced to L apostrophe before any noun, whether masculine or feminine, and to begin with a vowel or silent H. That is very, very important for you to note. So I think I will stop there as far as the gender, or as far as, the articles are concerned, that is the definite, indefinite articles. The last two articles we will learn later on as we continue learning this language. Okay? That is the
Yes.
articles and contracted articles. Okay. So let us take a break of 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Then we resume with the second part of today's topic. Kindly.
Okay.
Yeah, so we resume at, let's resume at 9:40, okay?
Okay. Fine.
9:40.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, thank
All
you.
right.
So now I want us to talk about gender and number of nouns, okay? So that is the next topic, how to determine the gender of nouns. Very important. So what will determine whether you're supposed to use the article a or le, un or la, de or le. Remember where we have come from, so it is very important for you to relate with what we are going to do. Now, we were saying le bateau. Why are we saying le bateau, not la bateau? So that's what we want to discover as far as nouns and gender are concerned, okay? So, kindly read. So you can see the content. We have got the masculine and the feminine. Eh?
Okay. You want me to read, to go through?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Content, masculine, feminine. Number one, introduction. Number two, identifying masculine gender.
That part, identify masculine, gender. Okay?
Gender.
Proceed.
Common endings. Masculine numbers. Number.
That is, when you talk about the masculine number, that's the singular plural or vice versa, okay?
Okay. Regular forms. Particularities. Irregular patterns. Identifying feminine gender. Common endings. Particularities. Irregular patterns. Feminine number. Gender's particularities.
Gender particularities. So remember, we are going to determine how do you identify the masculine gender. At the same time, how do you identify the feminine gender? The common endings, particularities, irregular patterns. So meaning, how do we form feminine? So we are also going to talk about how do you derive the feminine gender from masculine gender for where possible, okay? Where possible, how do you, for example, we have got nouns, especially like you talk about profession, talk about nationalities, okay? So the nationality masculine, the nationality feminine, okay? The profession masculine, the profession feminine, the same profession. So how will you say a lawyer as a lady? How will you say a lawyer referring to a man? Okay. How do you say a student masculine, student feminine? Okay. How do you say a doctor masculine, a doctor feminine? So basically, that is what we're going to talk about. But we're going to start with the masculine gender. Common endings, then the masculine number. So when we talk about the masculine number, we have got those regular patterns. How do they form their plural form? We have got the particularities, the particular ones. Then you have got the irregular patterns. Same is going to apply to the feminine gender. Okay. So let's start. Allow me to end that so that you can see the entire screen. Right. Read kindly.
Introduction. A noun is a label for places, things, and concepts.
Yeah, in other words, we say a noun is a naming word. So we talk of places, we talk of things, we talk of concept, because we are going to learn later on when we talk about places. Places are also gender-based. Like when we talk about a city is feminine. You see that. When we talk about the word cities are feminine, we talk about countries. So countries are classified as either masculine or feminine. So those are places, things, and concepts. Okay. So remember, in other words, we are saying that a noun is a naming word. And naming what? It is referring to object. It can be a person, it can be a thing, living and non-living, which is reduced into this language as either masculine or feminine. Therefore, it's very important for you to understand how do you determine the gender of nouns. Okay, proceed.
Nouns may be categorized common or proper, counting or mass, singular or plural, masculine or feminine.
And you can see the abbreviation of singular, abbreviation for plural, masculine is M, feminine is F. So you are going to see later on some documents I'll be sharing with you where you find a noun then written in bracket, masculine, and then in bracket feminine. The same thing with the dictionary. When you have a friend dictionary, you'll find if it's a noun or adjective, whatever which is reduced to gender, it is always put in bracket M or F, or there's letter M or letter F after that. So that just tells you that the noun in question is either masculine or feminine. Okay? But if they are stroked, it means that it can serve as either masculine or feminine, meaning that does not change in terms of gender. Okay. Proceed.
It is important to recognize the gender and the number of a noun. These properties affect the form of the terminer, pronouns, and adjectival participle agreement.
Yes, so you see, we were talking about the determinant. Remember when I was mentioning the word determinant, we talked about pronouns. Remember the pronouns? Je, tu. We had done that. The subject pronouns, remember them? I, you, he, she, it. So we have, just a minute. Remember when we were talking about you can see the screen, eh?
Yes.
Remember this topic here?
Subject, noun, pronouns, greetings. Yeah, I remember.
Last week, when we were talking about the subject pronoun, the difference between tu and vous, you know?
Yeah.
Il, elle, and their plural form, je. Je becomes nous, tu becomes vous, il becomes il, elle becomes elle. Singular, plural, singular, okay? So even the subject pronouns are classified in terms of, because when we talk about the third person, remember that's when we're talking about the third person, il and elle, il refers to masculine. So that masculine can be a person, can be animal, can be, so long as it is what? Masculine. Then elle is feminine. Remember I told you il and elle can mean he, she, or it. And when you refer to it, it also involves the living and non-living things, okay? Yeah, so that is what is being highlighted there. as far as the pronouns, okay? Then we have got adjectival. Adjectives are also determinants, and of course they have to respect the noun you are referring to. For example, you can say a beautiful lady. You cannot say a beautiful lady. You cannot say a beautiful man. We say a handsome man, handsome boy. So you know, even when it comes to the describing of the nouns, the adjective must also agree with what? With the noun in terms of gender and number. So that is very important. Proceed.
Thus, most of the time, French nouns are preceded by a determiner. Observe. C'est la vie.
How do you do that?
C'est la vie.
Yes, that's the correct. C'est la vie. That's life. C'est la vie. So the vie is a noun, and we are told they are preceded by what? A determiner. So vie is feminine. So we can say la. Remember, the reason why we had to learn the article so that you understand when I say now la vie, so you understand where we are coming from. You get it?
Yeah.
We say c'est la vie. We could not do the gender of nouns before doing the articles because I always find it confusing. So we say c'est la vie. So like you're saying, it is the life. To mean it is life, so that's life. So you see, when you say l'appartement, it does not mean, you know, in direct translation we say the apartment, but it means apartment. So l'appartement is just telling me that apartment you are referring to is the noun. You see, it's a specific apartment. You see that? When you say the car, it means it's not just any car, it's a specific car. When you say the television, it's a specific television from a specific company. It is known. I know what you are referring to. But you see, when you say la vie, so you say the life. When you say le garçon, the boy, so the boy you are referring to is known. You get my point?
I get your point.
Yeah. For example, when you say le Kenya, Kenya is a country. So it's like you say the Kenya, but Kenya is known. Whether you've been to Kenya or not, countries are accompanied by what? Definite articles. So we say le Japon, le Kenya, le Japon, Japan. So you don't say the Japan, le Japon, Japan, le Kenya, Kenya, le Nigeria, Nigeria, l'Algérie, Algeria, le Maroc. You see, so it is that is presumed that the country is known. Okay, so you cannot say a Kenya, no, it is not possible. So as much as you're saying la or le translate to there, meaning that whatever their company is what? It's so life is there. Life is definite. Life cannot be indefinite. You see that?
Yeah.
So we say c'est la vie. That's life. So the construction say, you can see that the construction say vie is not possible in French. I don't know other languages. I teach French, so I don't know whether that's possible in other languages. But remember, we are told in French, nouns are preceded by what? By a determinant. And the determinant we are referring to is what? Is la. Okay?
No.
Read.
The most common determinants are articles appearing before the noun.
Just a minute.
Okay.
The most common determinants are what? Articles. Have we not talked about the articles?
Yeah, we have.
Exactly. Proceed.
In bracket, e.g., la vie.
Good.
And indicate definiteness.
Indicate.
La.
Indicate.
Indicate definiteness.
Yes.
La introduces a feminine and singular noun.
You get that? La introduces, when you say la vie, vie is introduced by la. So la introduces a feminine and singular word, noun.
French articles change form to agree in gender and number with the noun. There is also a contracted form used before words starting with a vowel and most words beginning with H.
I did say that. Remember when I say that when you use le and la before a noun beginning with the vowel or silent H, they are reduced to what? They have to change. They have to agree. You see, there is also a contracted form. So contracted form is the L apostrophe, okay? Before a vowel or silent H, as we are going to see in the next reading. There we are. So you see that table. So that table, I'm sure you are very common with it. We are very familiar with it, I mean now. Right? So you can see masculine is le, plural is le, the same. Feminine is la, plural is le. Okay? L apostrophe before vowel or H. We are told before vowel or H. So this is what I was trying to tell you in the table, that if you may allow me to refer it again, this is what I said here. Where is it? Yes. So this. Remember this table?
Yeah, masculine singular is lu, feminine singular la, masculine and feminine plural le.
And then we noted this. So basically, this is what we are being told here. That is what we are being reminded of. The before vowel, le and la become, so this one combines both gender, whether it is masculine noun singular or feminine noun singular, beginning the vowel or silent H, le and la is contracted to L apostrophe, but the plural form is what? Is le. So basically, it's the same as we're saying le, la, L apostrophe changes to le in the plural form. Okay?
Some examples of noun with their corresponding definite article. Le garçon. Le garçon. Le garçon.
So you see what it translates to? The boy, the boys. Who?
La fille, la fille.
La fille.
La fille, la fille. La fille, les filles.
La fille, les filles. Fille, I.
La fille, les filles. L'appartement, l'appartement. L'appartement. L'appartement.
L'appartement.
Les appartements.
Use that, remember?
Yeah. Les appartements. Appartements.
Very good.
La université.
Université. So we say l'université.
Université.
V.
Université. Les universités.
You see what I'm doing?
Yeah. Les universités.
Les yeux.
Les universités.
Yes, les universités. Okay?
Les universités.
Yes. So we are
that now becomes contracted form of Oh, okay.
The form is this, eh?
Yeah.
The one contracted is the L apostrophe. Lo ela becoming L apostrophe. That's the contracted form. But now here, there's no contract. It's what we call liaison, linking, slurring of words, a consonant vowel. S always followed by a vowel become the Z. And the sound will depend on when it is I, it is za. If it is A, is Z. If it is E, is Z. If it is O, is. If it is U, is zoo. So I say but here we say les universités. Okay? Now, we are on the masculine gender. So how to determine masculine gender? How will you know the noun is masculine? Very important. Okay? So here we are talking about the endings of nouns. Endings of nouns, okay? So there we are, identifying the masculine gender. Kindly read.
Identifying a masculine gender. There are a few general patterns and rules that help to identify the gender and number of French nouns.
Very good. There are general patterns you can use to help you determine whether the noun is masculine or feminine. And in this case, we have started with what are those general patterns which are going to help us to identify the masculine gender, okay? So we are talking about what? The common endings, okay? The common endings. Just give me a minute.
Okay.
Sorry, back. Hello?
Hello, Mwalimu, yeah?
Yes, I'm back. Can you proceed?
Okay. Masculine gender, common endings?
Common endings. So let me just explain myself there. So we are talking about the general patterns. So we have different endings. The nouns, the way the nouns ends can help you to determine whether it is masculine or feminine. So what are those endings which most of the nouns are ending in the same way? We reduce them to be the masculine. So we start with the first one. So when the noun ends with the E acute accent, okay? E acute accent, ER or IER, they are what? They are masculine, okay? They are masculine. So in this case, we have, how do you read those words?
Le café.
Le café. You'll see this word café, when you see, for example, a restaurant written cafe, cafe means coffee. Le café. Le café. So now you understand why you're saying le café, not la café. Yes, so say le café. The next example.
L'atelier.
L'atelier, atelier, atelier. That's the student. Then the last one.
Le dîner. Dîner. Le dîner.
Le dîner, le dîner. Now I want to ask you, is this masculine or feminine?
Déjeuner.
Is it masculine or feminine?
This is feminine.
I'm taking you back.
Okay.
Nouns ending in E, acute accent, ER, IER are what?
These are masculine. ER, ER, IERE. Oh, okay. Ending. Oh, I get it.
So
this is masculine.
Is that masculine or feminine?
This is feminine.
I'm taking you back.
Committee and just hold on. ER acute accent. Okay. Acute ER. Okay. And Isme. Okay. Okay. Please. Okay. Take me back to the question. Okay. Both of them are ending with cute E accent, so that means it is masculine.
Masculine.
Mm-hmm.
Is that masculine or feminine?
That is masculine because it is ending with ER.
Very good. IER. Now, but this one here, we will revisit it. You will see it now in the feminine. What will help you is because the word université is masculine. Université is masculine, société is masculine, reality is masculine. But we are going to discover when we come to the feminine gender, feminine gender. Now, what will help you to understand? Of course, we say most of the words ending with most of the words. So these are exceptional. You see these words? These two are exceptional, but normally we also say most of the nouns ending with letter T, then E acute accent, letter T, T before the acute accent, they are feminine, but these ones are exceptional. So please just have that at the back of mind, but I will remind you when it comes to the feminine determination of the feminine gender, okay?
Okay.
Good. That's the first one. So we can say that nouns ending that way, they are what? They are masculine. Second one, nouns ending with what? All nouns. This one I want to make it clear. All nouns ending with ENT are what? Are masculine. You will never meet any noun ending with ENT, which is masculine, which is feminine, So ENT are masculine. So read those examples.
Le document. Le moment. Le moment.
Very good. Le moment. It is good you are correcting yourself. Le moment, the moment. Hein?
Yeah.
Le moment j'arrive à Tokyo, the moment I arrive in Tokyo, je vais appeler Monsieur Dixon. I'm going to call Mr. Dixon. So you see that? Le moment, the moment. C'est le moment. It is the moment. Not any other time. So just like we say c'est la vie, we can say c'est le moment.
C'est le moment.
That's the moment. or it's the moment. Okay? Le moment. Then the last one.
L'appartement.
Very good. L'appartement. So you see a word like this. So we say, le parlement is parliament. Okay? Le parlement. From the verb parler, to speak. Le parlement, we say, le gouvernement, the government. You see, because you can see they end with what? E-N?
E-N-T.
E-N-T. That's very important. E-N-T. So what is the rule is simple. The endings can help you determine the gender of nouns. Third one, nouns ending with what? Ism. All of them are masculine. Okay? All. So examples given there.
Le socialisme.
Very good.
Le capitalisme. Capitalism.
Which letter is after letter T? Is it O or A?
It is A. Capital.
Yes.
Capitalism. La nihilism. Nihilism.
La or le?
Le nihilism. What is this nihilism?
Nihilism, it is written there, the nihilism. What does that mean?
Religion or something?
Sorry?
Is it a religion or something?
Yeah, we need to do research about the same to know what is it. Because, nihilism. Nihilism. Just a minute.
Nihilism. Because in English, nihilism means something. Viewpoint, values, belief, doctrine.
Nihilism means
some belief or
religious and moral principles in the belief that life is meaningless. The belief that nothing in the world has a real existence. Is a doctrine of an extreme Russian revolutionary party. Yeah. So it can be used with a person, and nihilism is the belief that all values are baseless and that nothing can be known or communicated. It is often associated with extreme pessimism, and a radical skepticism that condemns existence. A true nihilist would believe in nothing. So basically, it is just what you are thinking of. It's related, it is associated with a religion or a belief, sort of, or a doctrine. Okay? Think that is okay, right?
Yeah, that's clear.
Good. So
le socialism, le capitalism.
ISMER, all of them are masculine. ENT, all of them are masculine. The fourth one. So this ending with EAU, where we had the word battle. Remember the word battle?
Ah.
Words ending with EAUO and EUR, masculine.
Masculine.
Given there?
Le cerveau.
Le cerveau, c'est. Remember we are talking
Le cerveau.
by letter E is the S sound. So we say le cerveau.
Le cerveau.
The cerveau is the
Le vélo.
Yes, vélo, bicycle.
Le jeu.
Le jeu, the game. Can be computer game, can be any kind of game, okay? Le jeu. Then E, most compound nouns. So this document, you'll have it, you already have it in the portal, you will make some, you will make some notes,
Yeah.
Take notes, So here finally we are saying most of the compound nouns are what? Are masculine. Now compound nouns, when you have got a word, like in French it's a compound noun, but now of course in English also it has the two components, okay? Like cock, like now that word you given there, corkscrew. Corkscrew is the bottle opener, I think, right? So we say le tire-bouchon, le tire-bouchon. You see, it's always the two words are surrounded by an hyphen. Le tire-bouchon, okay? Then you have the word le pique-nique, which you are very familiar with. Le pique-nique, okay? That is masculine. Then we say le passe-temps, le passe-temps, le passe-temps, pastime. Okay, le passe-temps. Then we say le passe-temps. So we can say that most of the compound nouns are what? Are masculine. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Masculine gender.
We are under what?
Masculine.
We are talking about days of the week. What are we told? Days of the week we are told are what?
All weekdays are masculine.
Yes. Have we talked about days of the week and months of the year?
Yeah, yes. You taught me this.
Yeah, I taught you about days of the week, but months no. Yeah. Okay.
No. Yes.
We didn't talk about months. I will give you those with time. But because I think the time we talked about days of the week when we were doing greetings last week, when I told you, when you say lundi till Monday, so we can say, can you read them?
Lundi, Monday, le mardi, Tuesday, le mercredi, Wednesday, le jeudi, Thursday, le vendredi, Friday. Bon.
What have I highlighted?
Okay. And vendredi, vendredi. Le vendredi, Friday. Le vendredi, Friday. Le samedi, Saturday. Le dimanche.
Very good. Le dimanche, Sunday. So, for example, you want to say, that is, remember, I want to make it clear. When you say lundi without an article, or when you say lundi without that article, there's a different meaning. It is still Monday, but it can be any Monday. You see that? But by the time you say lundi, it is a specific Monday. For example, you say le lundi, je suis à Nairobi. Monday, I'm in Nairobi. But when you say lundi, Let me just write, because we are yet to learn the subject pronouns and with the article, with the auxiliary verbs. Lundi, so we say lundi, je suis à Nairobi. Just to explain myself, Nairobi. Then this one we say, no, should be comma. Then here I'm saying lundi, je suis, again, à Nairobi. These two statements are not the same. This one means Mondays, every Monday. You get that? But the second one means a specific Monday. Monday, I am in Nairobi. You get that? Remember we said the definite article shows what? Definitiveness. Defined, specific. Okay? Good. So you can see we have been told days of the week are what? Are masculine. So we say le lundi, le mardi, le mercredi, le jeudi, le vendredi, le samedi, et le dimanche. Okay? Then we are also told the seasons are what? Masculine. A year has 4 seasons. I don't know how many seasons do you experience in Japan, where you are?
Four.
All of them.
Yeah, all of them.
In Kenya,
like summer.
In Kenya, I don't know if we have even 2.
Yeah, maybe 2. Yeah, sure.
Yes, 2 is possible. We experience the summer. In Kenya, we don't have winter. You know, people talk of winter. Winter is too cold. You know, most people think at July, August is that is nothing.
Yeah, nothing. Yeah.
Cold, negative, cold. When you go to Moscow, cold.
Yeah.
When you go to some parts of Europe, some part of Asia, Middle East, very cold.
Yeah.
But what I know, Saudi Arabia, better part of the year it is hitting plus 40 degrees.
Yeah.
It's very hot.
Too hot.
Also extremely cold. Yes. Yeah. So we are seasons are also masculine. So we say le printemps. Remember the in is un, just like the word lapin, institution. So we say industrie. So we say le printemps, spring. Okay.
Printemps. There was a French departmental store in Tokyo called Le Printemps, and Le Printemps. So Le Printemps.
Now you know. I know you are wondering why it was called like that, huh?
Yeah.
So we say Le Printemps.
Yeah, and it's not there anymore.
Then we say l'été.
L'été, summer. L'automne.
So we say l'été is summer, then l'automne is the autumn, then we say l'hiver, that's now the cold season.
Winter. Yeah.
Yes. So you understand why we use L apostrophe in été, autumn, and you understand why it is L apostrophe?
Because it's known. It's known to be there, not just any other.
But my question is, why are we using L apostrophe there?
Because it is starting with the vowel.
Exactly. Because starting with a vowel.
Yeah. Even autumn. Okay. Okay. H. Okay. Silent. Okay.
Next.
All languages are masculine. Oh.
That is very important.
Oh. All languages are.
All languages are masculine. So examples, you have them there.
Yeah. Le François.
Le franc,
François.
AI. You need to revisit the compound vowels. Is A, just like the acute, just like the A with the acute accent. Remember?
Le France.
Say le français.
Français. Français.
Say, when you say je parle français, I speak French. Je parle français. So you don't say je parle le français. So remember, as a noun, remember the articles accompany the noun. So you say from when you say le français, but now when you're using that one, you say je parle français. You don't say je parle le français. Je parle français. I speak French. But now le français is French as a language. Okay. Next.
Le français. Le français. Français.
Next.
Le Zulu. Is that the correct Zulu? Zulu.
Yes. So it's read as the same. You see, OU is U, just like the same way it is written in English. So we say Le Zulu. So that's the South African. I think there's a tribe in South Africa. South Africa, most of them they speak Zulu, eh?
Yeah.
Le Zulu. Okay.
Le Suédois.
Exactly. Le Suédois. Suédois, that is the language. So Swede, when we talk about Swede, as we learn the countries, then we talk about the nationalities, masculine and feminine, singular, plural. Le Swede is Sweden. Suédois is their language. They speak now Suédois. Okay. Next.
Le Turk.
Le Turc.
Le Turk. Just read it like it is. Le Turk.
Le Turc. So that is Turkish. Then we say le Grec. Okay.
Le Grec.
Yeah, that is the Greek. Okay. We say, read that.
L'anglais.
Almost there.
L'anglais.
Anglais. AN is on. So anglais. So we say l'anglais. That is English. Okay?
L'anglais.
When we say le, the last one.
Portuguese.
Exactly. Very good. Le Portuguese, that's Portuguese. So we say le Swahili. There's no language called Kiswahili. We say le Swahili, le Kalenjin, le Kamba, le Luya. Okay? Yes. There are even local languages. So we are told all languages, whether local, national, international, they are what? Masculine. Okay?
All languages are masculine. Yeah.
So masculine number. Now, how do you form them, the plural form? Huh?
Masculine number, the plural form of nouns. To form the regular plural, add s to the end of the noun. L'étudiant, l'étudiant, le, le,
So the plural form of nouns. So
Yeah.
what is, read that part?
Okay. To form the regular plural, add s to the end of the noun.
You get that? To form, remember we talk about the regular patterns. If you remember the first, the content where we started, there were regular patterns, irregular patterns, and then the particularities, okay? So here we are talking about the regular patterns. How does the regular masculine nouns form their plural form? You simply add letter S, okay? To the end of the noun. So, like for example here, we talk about l'étudiant. So when it is plural, remember the L apostrophe, it becomes now le. Because remember the article, the determinant must also agree with the gender and number. So if it is plural, L apostrophe we were told becomes what? Le. La becomes le becomes le. So the article is changing when you add the S or when you change the noun from singular to plural form. So the article must also change. So we say l'étudiant, les étudiants. I hope that is clear, okay?
L'étudiant, l'étudiant.
Les.
Les étudiants. Okay. Les étudiants.
Les étudiants, okay?
L'étudiant, les étudiants.
Yes. So for example, let me see. For example, if I say, write this in plural form. How do you write that in the plural form? I've used the indefinite article, remember?
Yeah.
Remember this table?
Yes.
So the plural form I is what?
I is des.
Read as de. So this word, you simply add what? You simply add letter S. So we say de garçon. If it was masculine, we say le garçon. I hope you are following, eh? Le garçon, le becomes what? Le. Then garçon with S. So you see, here I've used the indefinite article. The plural form is what? De. You see that? The second example, I've used what? I've used definite articles. Sorry, I've used the plural form of that is what? Is le. So it is important to understand. You cannot alternate, like you cannot come from then you say le. No. If it is the plural form must start with what? De. If it is lo, the plural form is le. Okay? That is important for you to know. Okay?
Let me write it down. Okay.
So these are the plural, eh?
Yeah.
Plural. So the first one you know, when it's indefinite, you must go both indefinite, both sides, huh? We are told the first way how masculine noun form their plural, you add letter S, and that applies to all regular patterns. And most of those regular patterns is simple when the noun ends with a consonant. a consonant except letter S, you add S, as you're going to see. Done?
Done.
Good. So irregular nouns and compound nouns have different rules.
Uh-huh.
The first one was regular, you simply add letter S. Now what happens to the irregular ones? So read that part.
Particularities. When a noun ends in S, X, or Z, there is no difference between the singular and the plural forms.
That one I want you to write just under what you've written. First
Okay.
one, adding S to the for the regular. So in other words, you can put it in this way: when a masculine noun, when a masculine noun ends with letter S, letter X, letter S, letter X, letter Z, it remains the same in the plural form. Okay? Because you cannot add S, you cannot add another S when the noun ends with letter S already, letter X, or letter Z. So what is going to change in that case is just the determinant, okay? The determinant must be from singular to plural, but the noun itself remains the same, okay?
Okay. Libra.
So you can write those examples. Le bras is the arm, the arm. Then le bras, arms, you can see. So because the word bras already ends with letter S, you cannot add another S, okay?
Okay.
Yes. Le gaz, les gaz, glasses.
Okay.
Le prix, les prix. So those nouns, like, let me even add this. We can talk of, for example, I can say, l'onglet, l'onglet. The plural form is now les onglets. You see, this one already ends with S. I cannot add another S. So it has to remain the same as it is, okay? But what is changing is what? The article must change because le become le, L apostrophe become le, la becomes what? La becomes le. So that is very, very important for you to note how to form the plural form, okay?
Yeah, that's clear.
Now, irregular pattern. I want to take note of this, huh? I want to take note of this, huh? And I'm going to say, we are still remember. I want just to make it simple for you. When you have got a masculine noun ending with either A-I-L or A-L, the A-I-L, okay, let me change the language. When a masculine singular ends with so when a masculine singular noun ends with either ends with either AIL, okay, or AL, they both change to, AUX, AUX. Example, oh no, they both change to AUX. So example is this: when you say l'animal changes to, you see this is, let me highlight what I want to change, the AL, the AL. So changes le, animal. You see that? Animals. Same to when you say, for example, le travail, this changes to les travaux. So in simple terms, AL and AIL in the plural form changes to AUX. Okay? Yeah, so that is what we are being told here. Then I also want to make it simple. When the noun ends with E, AU, EU, or OU, you simply add letter X to form the plural form. And that is what has happened, as you can see, okay? The first two, AIL, AL changes to AUX. Vowel, you add letter X, okay? Is that clear?
Yeah, that's clear.
Yeah, you can write that table.
Yeah, yes.
These examples.
Yes, let me write the table.
Just a minute.
Regular.
And that one will mark to the end of our lesson today. So next time we will end up with the feminine and move to something else kindly.
Okay, ending singular, plural translation. You're going to post this, Mwalimu, right?
I've already posted it.
Yeah, okay. Le travail, travail, pluralis, le work. Yeah. Mwalimu, I normally see something like in newspapers showing Le Monde. What is that?
That's a French newspapers.
Oh.
See, Le Monde, eh?
Yeah, exactly. So I wonder all the time, what is this?
The word monde means world.
Oh.
World. So remember when last week I was telling you, bonjour tout le monde, hello everyone.
Yeah.
Yes, so the word monde refers to the world, So just like you say, you say a paper like in Kenya, The Nation, The Standard, newspaper, The Star, you talk about Business Daily, you know, The Citizen. So it's just the name of, like now in French, we have got L'équipe, we have got Le Monde, we have got Le Gardien. So those are newspapers. Like the word, like you see there, we are told Le Journal is the newspaper. So when you talk about Le Journal du Monde, that is a Le Monde newspaper. So Le Monde is the world. Yeah.
Yeah. Now I understand, because it's really confused me. What is this all the time? Two came. Picture. Pigeon, less pigeon, libicho, cura. Okay, Malimo, I've written it down, so which is good.
Yeah. So I want to stop there.
Okay. Yeah.
Show you
Okay.
that the document I was sharing with you is already on the portal, as you can see.
Yeah.
Number topic 4, the article is there, Nouns agenda, and there you can even read ahead about the feminine. But now this exercise,
Yeah.
I wanted you to do it, but
Yeah.
we're going to do it once we are done with that document. So I will just hide it.
Okay.
I will hide it until we are done. As you can see, it is hidden. Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Because we must complete that document for you to understand what is expected of you. So just read that document
Yeah.
so that you can also familiarize yourself. So it will be very easy for you to understand. But the part for masculine, we are done. How do you identify the masculine gender? How to form the plural form, the regulars? We have been told you add letter S, right? Regular S, the irregular ones, the regular ones like we talk about the particular cases and the regular ones. So we are told also what you need to take home is that when the masculine noun already ends with letter S, letter Z, letter X, remains identical, remains the same in the plural form. So the only thing which is changing, gentlemen, is what? Is the article. So when it is le bras, we say le bras. If it is le, le. And then the irregular ones, which is summarized in 4 categories. I always like making it simple. The AL, as we say AL and AIL, changes to AUX. So that part is what you change. But again, remember, we are also told that or this is now my version, when the masculine noun ends with a vowel, simply add letter X to form what? The plural form. So I think once you understand that the issue of the masculine, identifying the masculine gender is now something of the past. So just familiarize yourself with those endings and that we have learned as far as determination of masculine gender is concerned. So the second part of that document will be talking about now the masculinity, the femininity. How do we now know whether the noun is feminine? We have known how to determine the masculine gender. So the question is, what about the feminine? So allow me to stop there. We'll pick it from where we have left it. That is next week, God willing. Okay?
Merci beaucoup, Monsieur Dixon. Bonne journée.
Bonne journée à vous. À la prochaine. Okay?
All right. Thank you very much, Malima. Thank you for today. Thank you.
Welcome.
God bless you.
Okay. So stay safe too.
Thank you.
I don't know the situation of the pandemic in Japan.
Well, it's not so bad, but still it's there, really. It's
Yeah, people have to,
everything in Tokyo. Yeah, just be careful.
you know the problem is people, people, we always wait for someone to change. I always say
Yeah,
that change start
yeah,
with,
but
yeah, you see, when you are waiting for someone to change and you are not changing, you are not
yeah,
making any difference,
you
because
have to
when,
wear a mask. That's
yeah,
a must.
yeah, for me, I always say, in fact, you see, for me, I've, okay, people may think that I'm rude, but that's how, because dealing with Kenya is also a problem. So for
Yeah,
me, I always tell people, when you go to the shop, someone is just taking things very, very casual. You know, someone comes to you,
yeah,
he or she doesn't have a mask. Actually, there was a time I told someone, where's your
yeah,
mask? Yeah,
yeah,
so
yeah,
take me up to you. Yeah,
yeah,
me, I just told that person jokingly that me, I have corona. So if you want
yeah,
to get it, yeah, you just scare people now, because
yeah,
I like the way the CS is putting it. You know,
yeah,
if us Kenya just decide to be responsible,
yeah,
some people have to make ends meet, but
yeah.
we not also responsibly. Why do you? Because I see some Kenyans, even where around where I stay, some
Yeah.
people use men's parties. One, someone is just bringing a lot of people in his house, and
No, it's terrible.
this person.
It's bad.
So I think I think it's just for me it doesn't make sense to
Yeah.
an adult what is
Mm.
expected. And it is sad also when some people are still doubting that corona is real. Trust me, there are people
Yeah.
who are saying this
Mm.
thing
Mm.
just propaganda.
Oh no, that thing is so real. It's so serious, and you have to, you
Yeah, you
have
see,
to be disciplined and responsible. You know.
exactly.
Mm. It is so serious. You see, until you see your neighbor there is sick of corona, you think it is so far from you.
Yeah,
It's just next door. Yeah.
it's just the next door. So it's just a matter
Mm.
of you know, me. I always say that if you don't want to do it for yourself, do it for the people you love.
Exactly.
And
And
people,
do you have masks in the stores in Kenya there now?
yeah, there are masks are there, masks are there, but you see,
Yeah.
government is saying that they are distributing them freely for those who can't afford. But
Yeah.
you see, sometimes I always say that you have to be smart. Like for me, I have the cloth mask, the one
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
can, the one you can
Yeah.
wear. Yeah,
Yeah.
so the issue, but I see some people are also innovative, wananunua kitambaa ile ya kufunga. So for me,
Yeah.
whatever, just cover yourself,
Yeah.
because this thing is just protecting you from the particles, those
Yeah.
particles when someone sneezes.
Yeah. Yeah. And the droplets, if somebody is talking next to you. So, some people take it for granted. They wear masks, yes, but they don't cover their nose. They just cover
Yeah,
their mouth.
they put
So
it,
you have to cover both of them.
some people they put it like upper,
Yeah.
wanavaa, that is,
Yeah.
that's very
Yeah.
bad. There's no
It is
difference.
not a show.
There's no difference between someone who does not put on a mask. So
Yeah.
I think it is just a self-responsibility, but
Yeah.
I always say that there are people who, I don't know whether they don't care or they are just, I really don't know. And you see these people, they went to school. They went to
Yeah.
school. They went to school. Fact
Yeah.
good, fact good schools, the most expensive schools. That
Yeah,
means,
but
but they have
sometimes,
realized there are things which are not taught in class.
yeah, exactly, exactly. Yeah, so sometimes formal education does not shape you up to be a responsible individual if you really not care about.
So I even saw the way our members of parliament are behaving in the parliament, and
Yeah,
these are who are educated. These are the people who are the image. So many people look up to them. I want to be like so and so, and the way they behave, you
uh,
know, they are taking, even for them, they take this thing very, 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 very casual. Yani, the way they operate,
yeah,
even the people keep social distance, wear your mask. You know,
mm, mm,
Not that they don't know, but I really don't know what goes in their mind. So I want to stop there, and
Yeah.
let's do this next time when we meet.
Okay, Mwalimu, you protect yourself, protect your family and people who you love. If you
Exactly.
care, you have to start with yourself,
Oh,
right?
yeah. Yes.
Exactly. Nobody will take care of you. Nobody will tell you what to do. You have to do it.
Yes.
It is a patriotic thing for us to do as Kenyans as well. Okay. Thank you, Mwalimu. Be careful.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Take care.